All right, guys, I'm trying to make sure that I got this working without being sluggish. I want to make sure we're not paused or slowing down, anything like that. All right, so seems like I might have solved the problem. Jump into this. See how many people coming in now. Hopefully, we get some people in the stream. 1 minute 34 seconds. See what we got. All right, we got 4 people in the stream now. That's what's up. Let's see if we get more. I'm looking, everything's going real smooth. There's no type of lag, none of that joint. So I did think I was gonna solve it tonight. Definitely was gonna solve it. All right, we got 4 people in here. All right. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Making sure everybody can see me. There's two. All right. All right, guys. Welcome to another edition of, you guessed it, crime news. All right. Man, there is a lot of crime that has taken place in America. A lot of crime. And tonight we're gonna talk about crime that's taken place recently, and we also gonna talk about crime that has taken place uh, a while back that finally went to trial and sentencing. But the first story that we're going to come up with tonight is a story that's coming out of Raleigh, North Carolina. It's currently about the young juvenile, young man that went on a terror in the neighborhood. So I'm about to bring that story up real quick in a hurry here. Now, give me one moment. Please like, share, subscribe. Let's see what we got here. Okay, what we got going on here? Just seen something. Here's something. Hold on, what did I miss? Oh, okay, that was me typing. My bad. All right, y'all, give me one moment. Let me pull this up. All right, I'm gonna pull this up. We're gonna go to the big screen and share it. 6 people in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. Let's try to get more, man. Let's try to get 30 tonight. I got this problem fixed. We ain't dropping no frames. Everything's going pretty smooth so far. Seems like it. So let's keep it that way. So let's jump into this part right here. All right. Think 32. Thank you for subscribing, brothers. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you for being a part of the family, man. Thank you for being a part of the family. So we about to go up here and play this clip. Like I said, please like, share, subscribe. And we're about to jump into this real quick.
In the last 2 hours,
All right, it's taking too long. I'm gonna go to another one. This one's being real slow to play. It's not my cup of tea. Yeah, this is a little bit more like it. This might actually play what I wanted to play.
A vote for Raphael Warnock is a vote to eliminate the filibuster. That's why we need to vote for Herschel Walker. He'll say no to court packing and stand up against the extreme politicians in Washington. Early voting begins October 17th. Vote Herschel Walker for Senate.
Now, Herschel everywhere.
There are several families in our community waking up this morning without their loved ones. We grieve for them today.
5 individuals lost their lives, including an off-duty Raleigh Police Department officer. 2 others were injured, including a Raleigh police officer who has been treated and released from the hospital. The other injured victim is 59-year-old Marcel Gardner, who is still in critical condition. A 15-year-old white male suspect was taken into custody and is in critical condition. The deceased have been identified as Nicole Connors, 52 years old, Susan Carnitz, 49, Mary Marshall, 35, Raleigh Police Officer Gabriel Torres, 29 years old, and a 16-year-old white male.
So y'all saw that, y'all heard that. That would actually happen with the young man in this neighborhood shooting. Now I'm gonna see if I can play the video again where they actually go more in depth of what happened. And then I'm gonna release you the name of the gentleman of the young man and what really happened through the Daily Mail. Again, I want to give y'all a good video because that video just had her speaking a little bit, but this video actually talk about the onslaught of what happened.
2 hours, we learned the suspected teen shooter could be tried as an adult. That teen still in the hospital tonight in critical condition. But that is not stopping the Wake County District Attorney from filing a juvenile petition. Investigators say the 15-year-old terrorized a residential neighborhood over a 2-mile crime scene last night, setting off a massive police response. And an hours-long manhunt. Tonight, our reporter Courtney Cole digging deeper into teen gun violence and the punishment that comes with it. Courtney, what more have you learned here?
Jamie, I spoke to the Division of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention, and they said although this teenage suspect is not 18 years old, he could still be tried as an adult if he faces charges for first-degree murder. That's according to state law. And last time we checked, the suspect is still in the hospital in critical condition.
This incident once again re-emphasizes the point that we need to make sure that young people can't get their hands on guns.
5 people are dead and 2 others shot after police say a 15-year-old opened fire in a Raleigh neighborhood Thursday evening. State law says if he is charged with first-degree murder, he can be tried as an adult.
First-degree murder is an...
I want y'all to think about this. Imagine a 15-year-old young man with a gun out here just blasting people in a nice, quiet suburban neighborhood.
automatic transfer to adult court.
In North Carolina, you can't buy or have a shotgun unless...
I mean, you can't make this up. Now, here's the thing. He's going to go to jail, West Coast, because he killed the cop. He killed a lot of people, including his own brother. Now, I'm about to reveal to y'all the name of the young man, what he looks like, and everything through the Daily Mail, because they got it out first. Nobody else could find out who this guy was. I was trying to find out myself. But think about that, guys. Think about that. 15. Now, the young man even shot himself in the head. So he may live, he may die. We don't know yet. But even if he survives that, he is still going to be tried as an adult. Now, unless he's literally brain dead, then I don't even think that's going to happen. I think they're just going to I don't know. This is just a crazy story, bro. It's crazy all around.
You're 18 years old and 21 years old for a handgun. Police discovered a handgun and a long gun after the shooting, but have not said how the teenager got them. State data from the North Carolina Department of Public Safety shows a 9% increase in juvenile firearm crimes, a majority of which are thefts.
We've seen firearm incidents grow from that 4% rate to about 13%. And we're seeing that these kids are getting firearms from their own homes, from their parents, their family members, or they're stealing them from vehicles.
Deputy Secretary William Laster and his team are doing anti-violence campaigns and encouraging communities to use gun locks, an effort to protect everyone.
Young people make rash, impulsive decisions, and we as adults need to protect them from getting their hands on weapons that can kill many people in a short amount of time.
I just want to reiterate, you don't have to be 18 years old to be tried as an adult. The juvenile justice officials tell me that it's only 13 years old if you're facing first-degree murder charges. And right now, we're still waiting to hear those charges from police and see what this teenage suspect's fate will be. For now, reporting at the Gastonia Police Department, Courtney Cole, WBTV, on your side.
Courtney, thank you. Stay with WBTV on air and online for all the latest in this story. We will bring you live coverage ahead during On Your Side tonight at 7 and then later on WBTV News at 11.
Now, I'm going to give y'all the backstory of the Daily Mail about this man. Now, they're going to tell you everything about the suspect, which is crazy that they found this information before anybody else did. So shout out to Daily Mail. I'm going to read to you guys what happened and what went on. Okay? So, Raleigh mass shooter, 15, suffered gunshot wound to the head after murdering his brother, 16, the neighbor, and 3 other people. the neighbor says he was a strange kid who walked around 4:30 a.m. with a book bag. Guys, what have we said time and time again on this show? We talk about this all the time. If you see your child or anybody in your immediate family having these kind of characteristics, acting strange, walking around with a book bag, always obsessed with knives and weapons, you need to get them therapy and help before they hurt themselves or someone else. But parents don't never do that. They chuck it up as, oh, it's just boys being boys, or oh, she's just trying to figure life out. No, you don't do that, because now this is what happens. This is what happens. This is what causes mass murdering in America. Let's read some of the highlights of this article. The gunman has been identified as 15-year-old Austin Thompson. He shot his 16-year-old brother James Thompson dead. He then murdered Susan Carnatz, who was 49, Nicole Connors, who's 52, Mary Marshall, who was 35, and an off-duty police officer who was on his way to work, Gabrielle Torres, 29. Nicole's husband, Tracy, found her dead in the street along with their dog, which had also been shot dead. Witnesses said Austin looked like a baby and was dressed in camouflage while carrying a long rifle. Wow. Police have not yet revealed the gunman's motive, and it's unclear how he obtained the assault rifle. Thompson suffered multiple injuries and a gunshot wound to the head and is currently in critical condition. The 50-year-old was often seen walking around the neighborhood 4:30 a.m. with a book bag on and helped his father, who was a handyman, with odd jobs. Neighbors who were also classmates of Thompson say they didn't see any red flags prior to the shootings. Neither of his parents, Alan or Elise, have commented on the killing or the loss of their other son. Guys, let me tell you something. Back in the day, when we used to see people do with book bags and walking around at 4:30, 3:30, 2:30 in the morning, when we were growing up, your ass was weird. We would tell somebody, you got some problems. But today, people just think, oh, well, he's just being a kid. No, that's normal. No, that's not normal. Now, let's get to the main meat of this article. The teenage gunman who shot and killed 5 people Thursday in North Carolina neighborhood suffered a gunshot wound to the head, police said. Austin Thompson, 15. Richard, they said that the father was involved in the life. I'm making that very clear. They said he helped his father with handy jobs. So he came from a 2-parent home. I just don't know if they didn't see the signs of what was really going on. So Austin Thompson, 15, murdered his older brother, 16-year-old James Thompson, and his neighbor, Nicole Connors, first. He then believed to have shot Susan Carnaz, 49, Mary Marshall, 35, and then the off-duty police officer, Gabrielle Torres, 29, that was on the way to work. Now, that's what I've been told. He was on the way to work. Wow. Thompson then fled the scene of the rampage to a barn 6 miles from his home, where he barricaded himself inside for several hours. Before he was taken into custody, police said Thompson suffered a life-threatening injury. It is unclear if that gunshot wound was self-inflicted. Raleigh Police Chief Estella Patterson said Austin is in critical condition at Wake Med Health in hospital with multiple injuries. If Thompson survives, she expects him to be charged as adult. In consideration of the mass number of lives lost, it's appropriate that this case be handled in Superior Court and that the individual prosecuted as an adult, Patterson said. The gunman also killed Connor's dog, Sammy. All right. A neighbor told the News and Observer that Thompson is sometimes seen with a book bag early hours in the morning. I used to see him at 4:30, 5 in the morning with a book bag on, said Lavarius Thompson, an unrelated neighbor. Buses don't run to 7 in the morning. Neighbors also said that Thompson lived with his father, who worked as a handyman and would often help on jobs. Other neighbors in the Henningham subdivision, who were also classmates of the gunman, told WRAL they did not see any red flags prior to the shooting. Now, here it is. The gunman, Austin, is on the right. So he's the smaller kid with the Under Armour shirt. And that's his brother on the left, the taller one. They look like damn near twins. They really do, except for one's taller and one's shorter. Now, these are the people that were killed. Susan Carnaz, 49. Whew. There was also the other lady, Miss Nicole Connors, who was a black woman, 52, and Mary Marshall. And then there's Mr. Off-Duty Cop that was going to work, Gabriel Torres, and then the Connors family dog. Now, this is what makes me mad about this. Well, I'm not finishing this more. I thought the article was done. A 911 call was made by a friend of Torres. He's one of yours. He's an officer. He pleaded with the dispatcher. He told him that Thompson had been driving a white car, that he was carrying a shotgun. Austin also shot 2 others, Marcella Gardner, 59, and Officer Casey Clark. They both survived, but Gardner is in the hospital in critical condition. Thompson's family has not yet spoken out. His killing spree prompted President Biden to renew calls for a ban, y'all know, on assault weapons. Here we go. Enough. We've grieved and prayed with too many families who've had to bear the terrible burden of these mass shootings. Meanwhile, we got mass shootings going on in Chicago, but I digress. Every weekend. Enough. We're grieved and prayed with too many families who have had to bear the terrible burden of these mass shootings. We must pass an assault weapons ban. The American people support this common sense action to get weapons of war off our streets, he said. Now, Marshall's partner, Robert Steele, wrote in a heartbreaking post, "The love of my life was killed last night by a cowardly individual. She was shot while walking our dog. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. My world has been completely destroyed." Carnet's husband, Tom, shared his heartbreaking post on Facebook. "We had big plans together, and we had little plans together. We had plans together for big adventures, and plans together for the mundane days in between. We had plans together with the boys, and we had plans together as empty nesters. We had plans together for growing old, always together. Now those plans lay to waste. We have big memories together. We have little memories together. We have memories together of joyous occasions and memories together of plain times in between." So you got these neighbors just very upset, embracing each other. Nicole Connor's partner, Tracy, is shown being escorted out of their home on Sally Way of Friday. The entire street is being treated as a crime scene. And God, let me tell y'all something. This got to hurt, okay? This really, really, really got to hurt. All right? Because you got to look at this from a perspective of a man who has all his life worked hard to get to the American dream. Okay? And you are in a suburb like this. You would never think, especially in a little town like Raleigh, North Carolina. Raleigh, North Carolina ain't that big. I mean, population is barely at 200,000. That you wake up and you see this. You see your world upside down. Somebody has taken and killed your loved one for nothing. They're gone. You ain't, they're never coming back. And the only thing you can hear is politicians still screaming out, let's ban assault rifles, when that's not the problem. The problem is this kid showed signs before. Okay, this kid was walking up and down this neighborhood with book bags on 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. That was red flag number one. Okay? But people just chucked it off as, well, it's a nice neighborhood. He's harmless. Never, ever underestimate your situation, bro. If something looks weird, I don't give a damn if you live in a neighborhood where it's got an electric fence, you got bodyguards all the way down the damn road, every other house. I don't give a fuck. If the situation don't look good that you're seeing, you need to tell somebody. You need to alert somebody. Because now, this is what happens when you don't. People die. Whew. I mean, this is rough, man. I mean, this is rough. I mean, you got grieving husbands and will never be the same. We Now the eyewitnesses told WRAL they saw the gunman dressed in camouflage clothing with a backpack and black boots, crouching down, and said he was aged between 13 and 16. He looked like a baby. I didn't even have words to explain. This is not okay. I mean, you got neighbors consoling each other because this is not normal. This, like I said, this is a neighborhood where people have $300,000 and $400,000 homes. Okay, they ain't supposed to be experiencing this. Now, after this kid went to the barn, North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper said tonight terror has reached our doorsteps. The nightmare of every community has come to Raleigh. A local resident named Robert said, I heard 2 gunshots, and they were really loud, so I knew something was close by, and then I heard 3 other gunshots. I saw him basically pass my house in the backyard. He had a long barrel shotgun. He was dressed in camo, and he had a full backpack on that was also camouflage. The quiet neighborhood is populated with single-family homes and golf courses. Mary Ann Baldwin, the mayor of Raleigh, said the suspect was contained, but police would not say whether they could communicate with him, and his condition is not clear. I'm quite sure he's not able to communicate. WRL was broadcasting footage of the scene showing the off-duty police officer's car riddled with bullets. Baldwin said it was sad and tragic day for the city of Raleigh. The mayor, visibly shaken, continues a tragic day because Raleigh police has lost one of its own. She said that more must be done to combat gun violence. We must stop this mindless violence in America. We must address gun violence. We have much to do, and tonight we have much to mourn. Roy Cooper, the governor of North Carolina, praised law enforcement for their bravery, adding, this is a senseless, infuriating, and horrific act of violence that has been carried out against our community. ABC 11 said there was a standoff with the suspect barricade in a barn. A drone was sent into the barn to try and negotiate with the suspect, but the drone malfunctioned, the station said. A huge emergency response started arriving on the scene at around 5 p.m. The Raleigh Police Department currently on the scene of an active shooting in the area of Nueces River Greenway near Osprey Cove Drive and Bay Harbor Drive, the force tweeted. Residents in that area are advised to remain in their homes. Patterson said the gun violence seen in Raleigh mirrors trends across the country. I think people are on edge coming out of a pandemic, she said. I think we have mental health issues that are also contributing to that. I believe also, too, what we're facing as a nation, the war in Ukraine, inflation, gas prices, All these things coupled together, I think, results in people wanting to solve their disputes or their issues with gun violence rather than just maybe taking a pause, stepping back, and then reapproaching the situation. I say it's more to it than that. I say it's a mental health crisis because a lot of people in America is not observing their loved ones going through the crisis and don't want to give them help. They wait until shit pop off and then all of a sudden it's the gun fault. The gun did not pull its trigger. It's the people behind the gun. Like in this case, this young man exerted signs and people ignored it. They ignored it. You can't tell me they didn't ignore it. They ignore it. I mean, this is crazy. You ignore the signs. I'm looking at the devastation as we speak right now. They ignore the signs. And now y'all want to play this, oh, well, y'all got to understand, this is, this right here, people are on edge coming out of the pandemic. No, no, it's not the pandemic's fault. This is people actually not giving a fuck. They have went on and on and on to the point of no return with their loved ones. Thanks, Alvin. I appreciate you. I mean, I'm just being real about this. I mean, I'm sick of it. You know, everybody trying to say that it no. Man, my heart goes out to everybody. This is crazy, man. Real crazy. All right, so I see why everybody confused on my stream. I just seen it now. I didn't see it before. I see it now. I got it. I got this thing playing on two things. Hold on, guys. I knew something was up. I knew I had more people in the chat. Hold on, guys. All right, let me get back to my main camera for a minute. Let me fix that, man. What's your boy doing, boy? I got too much going on. All right, hold on. Let me see what I got. I got a double copy going on. Oh man. Oh my god. I knew something was up. I'm streaming. Oh man, doing double stream. All right, let me. Oh man, y'all, please forgive me. Your boy tired tonight. I was not looking at what I was doing. Oh man. All right. Yeah, I knew something was up. I'm definitely doing too much tonight. All right, y'all, I'm gonna keep it on the other one only. All right, we should be one mainstream now. This is crazy. All right, all right, it should be one mainstream now. I was doing too much tonight. Oh man. I'm gonna go back into my channel. All right, now we back. Oh yeah, I'm about to talk about that too. I heard about that, guys. About the Sun Man. All right, so it's on the same stream. B Duncan, all y'all could come over. It's still streaming. I just had to cut this one out because I had an extra one that was going. All right, so let's jump into the next story we're gonna talk about tonight. Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell up top. Please like and share. Please like and share. It's a lot to cover tonight, man. Got a lot to get over. Before I go lay my behind down, we got to get these stories out the way. Cause it's crazy in here. For real, for real. Real crazy. See what we got going on in the next story. I'm just looking at my notes. Oh man. Here's another one. Another Sun Man. Y'all know I'm coming through with it. It's coming out of Atlanta, Georgia. Give me 1 second here. Make sure y'all got it. This is about to be real. Y'all give me one moment. Let me get this ad out the way. All right. All right, let me go and get this over with. Let me switch over. Now we back. And now we about to go, but
You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
Kicking off your 11 minutes of nonstop news with your weather and traffic.
You will feel a chill in the air when you walk out the door, but Chesley, it's going to be a perfect Friday to get outside.
It is going to be 11 on the wazometer, but it is a very chilly start, especially up here to the far north. Look at that. Temperatures in the 30s, 33 degrees in Clayton right now. That's close to the free.
all right, that ain't it. Thought I had a video here. Ain't got no video for me. All right, they messing up. Maybe this one will play it for me. All right, so since they ain't got no video, We're going to have to read this one. So, man breaks 3-month-old neck, smothers twins instance face with a pillow. Damn. Man, you can't make this up. The Rome, Georgia Police Department said that he was arrested on 3 felony charges. Why don't we just go ahead on and get rid of him? Why is he still alive? That's all I'm saying. Why is he still alive? I need somebody to just, there's just some people, man, that just don't need to have a second chance. I'm being real. We need to do like they did back in the old days. You know what? You're not worthy to be here. We need to start over again. You need to start over again. Can't make this up, man. You really can't. Now, I'm right here. It shouldn't be frozen. I heard you said it's frozen. Hold on. I'm about to find out now. It shouldn't be frozen. All right, let's see if it's frozen or not. All right. It says frozen. Hold on. Okay, now it's non-frozen. So I don't know why I did that. It shouldn't have been frozen in the first place. All right, now it's saying it's back good. So, all right, we'll get back to it. Sorry about that, guys. All right, get back to that. So, man breaks 3-month-old neck, smothers twin infant's face with a pillow. The Rome, Georgia Police Department said that he was arrested on 3 felony charges. Rome, Georgia, police arrested a man for allegedly breaking a 3-month-old infant's neck and smothering the infant's twin sisters with a pillow, according to the Rome Police Department. The report from the police said it happened on October the 3rd. Officers said Robert Terrell DeBose Jr. caused cruel or excessive physical or mental pain to the 3-month-old to one of the 3-month-old infants, then put pillows over the sisters while they were crying, the department claimed. Damn. Rome Police Department arrested the man on 3 felony charges, 2 counts of child cruelty, and 1 count of aggravated assault. The report did not say how the twins were doing. Police did not clarify the man and the infant's relationship. Women, young women, y'all gotta watch who you dealing with when it comes to your children. A lot of these guys are not stable. I'm being real. A lot of these guys are not stable. I see it all the time, especially in the community. These women will get with these guys and know they're not stable. No, they ain't stable. And still deal with them. Still trying to save them. Still trying to be with them. These people are not what they are cracked up to be. and y'all continue to try to hang on to them. Well, I think I could change him. I know. I love this person. I care about this person. And you can't. You can't change people that don't want to be changed. These guys are messed up for a reason. For a reason. And y'all just ain't trying to get it. And then that's when your baby get in danger. And then y'all want this pity party. I just can't feel sorry for bad mothers anymore. I can't. Because if you a real mom, you gonna check dude out beforehand. And this guy doing this type of stuff, that lets me know he's got a lot of issues, man. A lot of issues. Dude don't need no kids. Babies scream. Babies whine. Babies do what babies do. You can't help that. You, especially if you got a baby going through the teething stage, or it's a colicky baby. It is what it is. I mean, if it's that serious that you can't handle it, then maybe you need to wrap up and don't mess with don't make no kids. Or better yet, just don't deal with a woman that got kids. But good luck with that, because women today, most women, if you deal with them and they don't have any kids while they're young, they're gonna want kids. Telling you, man. That's just it's awful. That is so awful. Real awful. So let's let me see here. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find this other crime story. All right, this is not. I'm trying to find this other crime. Hold on, y'all. Trying to see if I got all of the crime stuff. All right. Yeah, I can't find anything else, guys. I was trying to see if there was more news, crime news I had. I'm just trying to make sure I got everything. I'm just trying to make sure I got everything before I move forward. All right, guys. We're gonna talk about a case that I think that uh what's his name? Brandon Tatum talked about this case. That's why I was looking to try to get some clarity on. And this is about the Connecticut police officers being killed. This is a gruesome. This is a sad story, and everything else. So we're gonna talk about it, and then we're gonna break it down. How this happened, and I'm gonna stop my commentary in between to talk about it. Sunny, they was on the phone with us.
An extraordinary show of respect. Hundreds of officers at attention as investigators remove the body of a slain. An extraordinary show of respect. Hundreds of officers at attention as investigators remove the body of a slain officer from a crime scene. Late last night, witnesses told of hearing a barrage of gunfire as police arrived at a home on a suburban street.
And it sounded like bang, 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 bang. At least like a round of 12.
One officer, Alex Hamzy, age 34, died at the scene. Sergeant Dustin Del Monte, 35, married father of 2 with a third child on the way, died later at a hospital. A third, Officer Alex Iarato, 26, said to be recovering from serious wounds, according to police. Authorities say the suspect, Nicholas Butcher, age 35, deliberately lured the officers to his home with a 911 call, waiting for them, armed with an AR-15 assault rifle. Law enforcement sources say earlier that day, an officer served the suspect a summons for causing a disruption at a local business. The suspect died at the scene, his younger brother wounded and hospitalized, what the local police chief called senseless violence, as he spoke about his lost men.
Words cannot express the sadness and grief that brings me before you this morning.
In the city of 60,000 near Connecticut's capital and known as the headquarters of ESPN, residents shocked and saddened, some with fond personal memories, like of Officer Hamzy.
He is a funny guy, just very sweet.
It's been a violent week for the Thin Blue Line across the country. 3 Philadelphia SWAT officers shot and wounded serving a murder warrant.
These officers sign up to do a job, is to protect and serve, but not to take gunfire. And at some point, it becomes enough.
A veteran Las Vegas officer killed while responding to a domestic violence disturbance.
We are seeing an increase in violence associated against our officers.
In Greenville, Mississippi, a detective killed in an incident police called a big shootout. And in central Illinois, 2 officers conducting an early morning traffic stop shot and wounded. Through September.
Y'all see this? This is becoming the new norm. Being a police officer in the United States of America is becoming a work hazard. Everybody wants to aim at the police. And why? It's because people have made it an easy thing to do. You got a lot of these people who always say defund the police, do this and do that, and they're not looking at the big picture here. That's what's the problem. And because of that, this is what it's become. It has become a shitstorm. I mean, it really has. And now you got more and more and more of these stories coming out. And in
September of this year, a total of 252 officers have been.
Look at the effect that it does to the families. This is 252 officers. Y'all give me 1 second. She's going to the other one, baby. Yeah, I mean, this right here is crazy. I mean, this just makes no sense. And the only solution you keep hearing people talk about is taking guns off the street. Why don't we start nailing some of these criminals to the wall, and why don't we start showing more support to the guys in blue? But nobody wants to do that.
Been shot in the line of duty, with 50 killed from gunfire, up from this time last year, which was a record since the National Fraternal Order of Police began collecting data in 2015. Now, flags lowered to half staff in Connecticut. Another community mourning officers as heroes killed in the line of duty. And late today, some good news on this otherwise somber day. Word that the 3rd officer, who police say was seriously wounded by the suspect, was well enough to leave the hospital to continue his recovery.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and
Man, this is just sad. This is just sad, sad, sad. This guy called the cops on purpose to
breaking
isolate
news by downloading the NBC News app.
That's all he wanted to do. Get them by themselves so he could take them out. It's crazy. Straight bananas. It really is, man. Straight up crazy. Give me 1 second. All right, going by. Yeah, Big Lebowski. I'm gonna address everybody in the comments about these stories. especially with the cops. I mean, it's sad. It really is, because we have a lot of people that are suffering because of this. You got people losing family members and everything else. I mean, you can't make it up. So I'm going to talk about a story that is pretty gruesome. Uh, that kind of got me really chilled to my core. Um, this is a story coming straight out of Chicago. I don't know if any of you guys heard about this story, but it's about a woman that dismembered her landlord. Okay? I want y'all to hear what I just said. She dismembered her landlord. Imagine your tenant dismembering you to pieces. Man, you can't make this shit up, man. You really can't. You know we're gonna dive into this one. Man, oh man, this is crazy. And you know why you ain't heard about this, right? You already know. We ain't gotta go no further. You already know why y'all ain't heard nothing about this. It goes right back to what? Guess what race it is? Exactly. Y'all know what.
This
Y'all know what
powerful
I'm talking about.
$99 drone is now available in the U.S. This is an extremely high-tech $5,000.
Before we play this clip, how many of y'all think it is a glacier glider? Put one in the chat. How many of y'all think that it is a sun woman or sun man? I'll wait. Give y'all a few moments. Decide who you think it is in the chat. All right, I'm about to drop it for you so you can see who it really is. Let's get into this.
They do believe that the dismemberment took place on the first floor of that residence.
New tonight, a woman accused of killing her landlord.
The gruesome murder leaves a North Side neighborhood reeling.
Anthony Ponce has details.
Along with announcing murder charges against the tenant for killing her landlord, CPD releasing some very distressing details about the crime that they say occurred here in the residence that they shared early Monday morning, namely that this suspect killed, then dismembered her body and was in the process of trying to cover her tracks when she was taken into custody.
Many of the
Killed your landlord, dismembered the body, and you was in the process of trying to cover it up. Damn. Man, oh man. That's some cold blooded shit there, man. Real cold blooded. Let's continue.
Tenants who lived in this house were afraid of this individual.
Afraid of 36-year-old Sandra Kalalu, pictured here in January after she was arrested for battery. Kalalu is now charged with first-degree murder in the death of her landlord, 69-year-old Francis Walker. Kalalu's landlord, who police say moved to evict her over the weekend after she exhibited aggressive behavior.
The deceased, the person who owns the residence, had actually served the defendant with like a notice to leave or an eviction notice. And that
I'm telling y'all, it's getting to be extremely dangerous to go up here and be trying to give an eviction notice to these people out here in Blackistan. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no. I mean, this is Chicago. She said she was already being aggressive. What that woman should have done was should have served her that eviction notice and should have made sure her ass would have moved far away from the city till this fool was removed. Cause see, these people here, man, they ain't got no chill. Oh, you gonna evict me? You're not gonna evict me in this motherfucker. I show you better than I can tell you. And now look at this. Now dismember this woman for nothing. For nothing. And I guarantee you she was at fault. I guarantee you this son woman was at fault for all the shit she done to get evicted. Cause it seemed like to me this lady was probably trying to work with her. You can't work for these Blackistan fools. They got one track mind. Let me do what the hell I want and you say nothing at all. Nothing. Let's continue.
That was done very recently. I don't want to get the day wrong, but I think it might have even been done as recently as of Saturday.
At 2:30 a.m. Monday, tenants here say they heard screams, and when they didn't see Walker emerge from her unit all day, alerted police.
The tenants and the police went in, and they were able to find some additional blood inside the tenant's room, at which point they discovered the gruesome remains in a freezer.
When officers arrived Monday evening, police say Kalalu had called a tow truck using Walker's credit card and was en route with the driver to Foster Avenue Beach, where she left her car and was in the process of concealing evidence in a lakeside trash can.
The garbage can was taken down to the medical examiner's office, and there were bloody rags and linens found in that garbage can.
Police say Kalalu threatened that tow truck driver at knife point before being taken into custody. She is also charged with aggravated battery for that and concealment of a homicide.
Threaten the tow truck driver? You call the tow truck driver to help you get rid of your damn crime, and then you gonna go and threaten him. What? Because he asked for money? Seems like to me this lady here has a problem with trying to pay people for services. She wants shit for free. You gonna pull a knife out on the tow truck driver. And I guess she thought that the tow truck driver wasn't gonna report her ass for pulling out a knife. I mean, come on now. You looking like buckwheat in that damn photo. It's easy to spot who the hell you are. Damn, man. Damn, when is black people, when are we gonna stop taking these L's, man? When are we gonna stop with these L's? We're taking too many of them. Come on, guys. We gotta do better than this. This is awful. This is awful. We killing the landlord now? Damn. Killing the landlord. Little sweet lady. All because she wanted her money. That's all she was asking.
In West Rogers Park, Anthony Ponce, Fox 32 Chicago.
All right, so I know this ain't crime news, but I'm about to wrap this up. I guess it'd be crime news. We're gonna talk about the situation of Tasha K and Cardi B. Now, Tasha K, if you don't know who she is like a YouTube blogger that talks about all of the people in the entertainment industry that are real popular. Well, recently she went as far as to say that Cardi B had an STD, which was considered to be herpes, allegedly. Well, it got back to Cardi B. They sued her, and Cardi B proved to the doctor, to the court with doctor testing, things of that nature. She does not have that disease. So she sued Tasha K for, give me 1 second here, let me pull this up. 'Cause I want to give y'all the right amount that she sued Tasha K for. I don't feel like pulling it up because I think me pulling these things up be causing lag on my computer. So that's why I'm trying to pull it up now. Oh, hell. Give me 1 second. Trying to find out this amount. So let me find out. Okay. So Tasha K was ordered to pay $4 million. Okay. And then when this judgment was placed, the judge said, "Hey, listen, you can pay the $4 million, or you can secure a bond for the entire amount." Okay. Now, Tasha has been doing what you call appeals to keep from paying this amount. All right, since this happened in October the 13th. And she has to post a supersedious bond. Now, there's been rumors that circulated that Tasha K moved to Morocco to avoid paying up the millions, and according to Cardi's lawyers, they believe she could possibly use an appeal to not have to pay at all. This is more than a hypothetical concerning the case. Now, attorney Lisa F. Moore and Cardi's other lawyers wrote Friday, per the outlet, that during the litigation, Kabi bragged publicly that she had taken steps to insulate herself from a judgment. And there has been recent online reports that Kabe has moved from Georgia to avoid enforcement of the judgment. Possible bankruptcy filing. Tasha is fighting for an appeal, but it reported that it would not offer Tasha much reprieve from the judgment unless she wins it, due to Judge Ray's order. Whether or not Tasha is capable of paying the judgment or posting a super sedious bond remains questionable. Recently, the YouTuber claimed that she withdrew the last $1,083 from her bank account. God, let me tell you something. So Tasha K has a massive following. All right, and I'm about to pull that up right now. How many people she has following her? Tasha K got 1.2 million followers. All right, that's for number one. Number two, she gets a lot of exposure. All right. Now she did a video about her account being overdrawn negative $46.30 something. All right. But a lot of people are saying that this woman might have moved to Morocco. Either way it goes, I'm just gonna be 100 and say it like this. You can run, but you can't hide. You know you lied on this woman, and I'm not a Cardi B fan at all. Believe that. I mean, I think Cardi B is just like the rest of these celebrities that's all about that secret world of Hollywood. But you cannot make lies about people and don't think you're gonna get sued. That's why me as being a YouTuber, I try to make sure everything I talk about somebody is actual fact. That's why I have sources in my descriptions, because I don't want no one to say that I made something that was a total lie when I know good and damn well it's not. I'm going by what is being stated in paper. Now, if that person that wrote that lied, then you need to take it up with them. I'm just repeating what it was stated and said. But on Tasha K's part, she didn't do that. And now this is where we at. This is where we at. Now, Tasha K is probably got money. She probably withdrew the money that she got. She might have put in another bank account. She might not even have a bank account. She might be having it at the house. But one thing for certain, I hope if she moved to another country, then they can't just take her assets because she's in another country. I think that's how that works. Causing what she's done citizenship wise over there anyway. But if she's still in the States, it's game on. They'll take anything to pay that off. Car, house, whatever. If you don't believe me, look what they did to Game on his settlement. He didn't want to pay it. He didn't even want to do